Ladies and gentlemen, very good Sunday afternoon and welcome. EPFA Nations Cup 2019, second semi-final game, England against Denmark. Ja yleisölle tuttu yhteistyöpyyntö. Pyydän teitä nousemaan seisomaan kansallislaulujen soitamajaksi. Audience, please rise for the national anthems if you are able. Thank you. First we have national anthem of Denmark. And the next national anthem of England. Line-up for Denmark today. Number 1, Michael Jensen. 7, Mark Kornerup Sørensen. 9, Farzan Bizada. 10, Kasper Börker Petersen. 11, Torbjörn Krarup. 17, Albin Bongsen. 92, Simon Dantoft Christensen. And 95, Daniel Eberg. England lineup today. Number 4, Ed Gummon. 6, Greg Baxter. 7, Chris Gordon. 8, John Boulding. 9, Marcus Harrison. 10, Matt Francis. 11, Sam Smith. And 19, Brad Bates. Referees in this game. Center referee Thierry Deschamps from France. Assistant referees Nordin Sabovic from Austria and Nico Balin from France. And fourth official Pablo Del Puerto from Argentina.
pass it up to Dowling, and there's the pass to Dowling. Dowling going to take a shot. Audrey Keener across to Keyser. Keyser shot in and goal!
The second of two semifinal matches about to begin. It's the 2019 EPFA Nations Cup for Power Soccer Shop. I'm Tony Jackson. We're coming to you live from the Pajulahti Training Center in Nastala, Finland. And already a bit of drama. It looks like Sam Smith for England has lost a wheel. The left drive wheel on Sam Smith's chair has come off. And so England already starting this match down a player. We'll see if they can get that back on before the, or at least before halftime. You can see the trainers down there working desperately to get his wheel back on. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out and whether or not Sam Smith will actually be able to get into this match. Now, these two teams did meet yesterday, and England came out with a highly contested 1-0 victory. Yesterday it was simply for table placement. Today it's for a spot in the championship match where France await. The winner will move on to take on the French, and the loser will take on Ireland in the third place match. Your referees for this contest: your center from France, Thierry Decamp. Your assistants are Norden Sabovich from Austria and Nico Balin from France, and your fourth official is Pablo Del Puerto from Argentina. Your starting lineups for Denmark: in goal, number 1, Mikael Jensen. Also on the floor, number 7, Mark Kernerup Sørensen. In the center, Kasper Føke Pedersen, and rounding out the Denmark lineup, number 11, Per-Bjørn Krarup. For England, the designated goalkeeper, number 7, Chris Gordon. Also on the floor, number 4, Ed Common. John Bolding, number 8, the captain, and finishing the lineup for England, number 9, Marcus Harrison. Bolding, 2-on-1 violation on England and Denmark, really. Let's see. Referee Thierry Decamp calls it on Denmark. Bolding, Common, up to Gordon, Gordon, Bolding, excuse me, Common, Harrison with a shot, and that ball pops up in the air, and we are going to have a set ball. Peterson, Harrison, Marcus Harrison trying to keep the offense going for England, but he knocks it out of play. Goal kick coming up for Denmark. That ball sent down the floor off of Chris Gordon. And a 2-on-1 violation on Common and Chris Gordon gives Denmark an indirect free kick. They're still quite a distance from the England goal area, but Kasper Føke Pedersen has good power on his kicks. Kick in coming up for Denmark. The shot across, stopped by Chris Gordon. Sørensen with a shot again off of Gordon. Oh, and there is a foul. John Bolden going to get called for it. Direct free kick from just outside the England goal area. Can Denmark convert this into a goal? We're about to find out. Again, this is a direct free kick. Philip Pedersen off of Gordon. Now Marcus Harrison looking to pass over to Common. That ball all the way across Ed Common. Common with a shot. Ed Common off the post. Denmark very fortunate there. Bolding. Jensen clears the area. Let's watch that again. Ed Common hits the post. Great passing by England. And then Ed Common just off the post. Ed Common winding up for a pass, blocked off by Jensen. England will do it again. Bolding, cut off by Sørensen. That ball goes flying in the air. So we're going to have a set ball. John Bolding couldn't keep it in, so kick in coming up for Denmark. Nice touch there by Sørensen. Krarup. 2-on-1 violation on Denmark. Sørensen right up against Bolding. Bolding touches over to Harrison. Harrison with a shot save. That ball comes loose. Philip Pedersen there. Bolding to Common. Common across. Jensen. Krarup tried to save it, but he was probably better off doing exactly what he just did and letting it roll out of play. Harrison back up to Bolding. Bolding down to Harrison again. Harrison back up to Bolding. Bolding trying to go across to Common, and Sørensen misses. Nicely done there. Good job by Sørensen, and a 2-on-1 violation between Sørensen and Krarup. Harrison gonna get this ball. Bolding with a shot saved, and now Konrad Sørensen in a 2-on-1 violation on Denmark. And despite the good defense, they're not doing themselves any favors here. Bolding. Going over to Ed Common. Common back up to Bolding. Bolding. Common. Common looking to whip that ball across the area. Jensen cuts it off. Nicely done. Common now with a shot. Marcus Harrison didn't need him. The ball bounced off the post. Ed Common scores. 8th minute of the match. England up 1-0. You'll see this ball come across the area. Marcus Harrison was there just in case, but that ball rolled over the line.
England first goal scored by number 4, Ed Common.
Now Denmark setting back up again. Harrison trying to get down the floor. Harrison driving. Sorensen trying to get around Harrison. Oh, Harrison the last to touch that. Referee T.L.E. DeCamp overriding the assistant, and it was the correct call. Marcus Harrison did touch the ball last. So kicking coming up for Denmark. And we are going to get a foul on Sorensen. Now, yesterday, he received a yellow card and almost got a second, but the English coaching staff implored the referee not to book Sorensen a second time. So he needs to be very careful today. Kick-in coming up for England. Denmark being very patient down there, waiting. That ball almost gets through, though. And a 2-on-1 violation. Ed Common going to take the kick here. Common, Bolding, shot saved. Bolding tried to pass it out. Ed Common there. Common, the pass. Bolding just barely catches it. Bolding, the pass out. Common winding up for a pass. Harrison. Common. Harrison back up to Common. Good passing back and forth between those two. And Sorensen just breaks that up and knocks the ball out of play. So Marcus Harrison going to kick the ball up. Bolding with a cross-court pass. Common doesn't catch it. I think Bolding wanted that ball in a different place. That ball springs across. Harrison cuts it off. And contact. Play continues. And Sorensen could not hold on to it. Kick in coming up for England, 13th minute of the match. England from an Ed Common goal lead 1-0. That ball is going to roll out for a Denmark goal kick. Krarup over to Sorensen, nicely done. Sorensen dragging Bolding into the area. Sorensen rolling, and Chris Gordon strips the ball. Goal kick coming up. Let's watch that again. Let's see if we can pick up what happened here. Sorensen had grabbed John Bolding, was dragging him along. Now, we can't tell if that ball was rolling or not, but referee TLA DeCamp awards a goal kick to England. Harrison, Bolding, back to Harrison. Harrison across the court, but it's cut off by the Danish defense. Bolding, Harrison winding up. Commons right there. Common back to Harrison. Harrison shot save. Foke Pedersen. Harrison back up to Bolding. Harrison across to Common. Common winding up. Oh, and that's close to a 2-on-1 violation. John Bolding knew he should have probably let that one off to Harrison. It was very close. They almost actually collided. So now Denmark kicking in. Krarup. Referee says the ball went out of play. Good job by Krarup, though, to hustle for the ball and nearly keeping it in. Common misses that ball. The pass out. Harrison cut off by Sorensen. Krarup touched the ball, but I don't think he wanted to actually stop it. So now Sorensen and Harrison going at it. Ball getting dragged along the floor. And assistant referee almost taken out there. And so a set ball coming up. Sorensen pushing through, trying to get around John Bolding now. Whoa, and that ball almost hits Bolding in the face. Sorensen knocks that ball off of Bolding. Kick in coming up. Denmark trying to score. '18th minute. Can Denmark pull level? Oh, and a shot by Sorensen misses the mark. Gordon Bolding over to Common. Common Looking like he's going back up to Bolding, but it's cut off. Common, Bolding. And that ball goes out for a goal kick. Bolding with it. Krarup with it now. 2-on-1 violation on England. Oh, and not a good kick by Foka Pedersen. But he gets the ball back. Bolding now. Looking to pass over to Common. Common, Bolding. Down to Harrison. Marcus Harrison. Cut off by Jensen. Nicely done. That ball across to Common. Common looking to get his shot off. Foka Pedersen, nicely done to block that. Harrison, Common, England really moving around now. And that ball goes out for a corner kick. England looking to score. We're in the 20th minute. Common, Bolding, a soft touch to Harrison, back to Bolding, Bolding winding up for a shot, save. Foka Pedersen clearing the area. Chris Gordon now coming up to take on Foka Pedersen. Ball now out, England kick in. Harrison holds that ball in play. Sorensen opens up, heads down the floor. Bolding strips the ball away. Common across to Harrison. Harrison cut off by Sorensen. Now Jensen has to make a play on it, otherwise they concede a corner kick. Harrison holds. Harrison across to Common. Ed Common winds up for a shot. Ed Common scores goal number 2 for England. Wonderful passing once again by the English. And just a little too much separation between the defenders allows Ed Common to score a second goal for England. Halftime whistle has blown. Ed Common, 2 goals. That's the difference right now. Denmark have a lot of work ahead of them in the second half. We'll bring that to you in a few minutes. You're watching the 2019 EPFA Nations Cup.
euros per piece. Welcome. You find the shirts from the competition office.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. England is about to kick off here to start the second half. It is the second of two semifinals, and England are up 2-0. It's the 2019 EPFA Nations Cup, live from the Paiulahti Training Center. And center official TLE de Camp is ready to begin. Keepers are ready. And we are underway here. Again, second half of the second semifinal match. Denmark have a bit of a hill to climb. Can they pull level? Harrison, a little late on that ball, so goal kick coming up for Denmark. Krarup across to Sørensen. That ball out of play, kicking coming up for Denmark. Sørensen, Pedersen, all the way across. Krarup with a shot saved by Gordon. Sørensen, Luka Pedersen, back to Sørensen. Sørensen with a shot across, again blocked off by Gordon. Luka Pedersen across, it's cut off by Harrison. And Harrison a little too heavy on the touch. Goal kick coming up for Denmark. Common stops that one. Harrison, lots of heavy contact. Krarup now heading towards the England goal area. Denmark on the attack. Krarup has Filke Pedersen in support behind him. Krarup, Krarup a little indecisive about that 2-on-1 violation on England. But Thierry de Camp also recognizes the 2-on-1 against Denmark and calls it against them. Sørensen. Foul on Harrison. Indirect free kick for Denmark. Foka Pedersen over to Sørensen. Sørensen just touches it off the back of his chair. John Bolding has to make a play on it because it was on goal. Gordon now with the ball. Close to a 2-on-1 violation. Sørensen pulls out of the way. Harrison, Gordon across, Bolding, Common sliding into the Denmark goal area. Smart play by Foka Pedersen, and it goes out for a goal kick. Bolding. Ball taken away by Krarup. Krarup gets around Gordon. Harrison now. Open space to pass across to Common. Ed Common over to Bolding. Bolding to Common. Common. Gordon. And we're going to get a booking for Torbjørn Krarup for contact.
Denmark player number 11, Torbjørn Krarup, yellow card.
Gordon Bolding across the Common. Chris Gordon over to Bolding. Bolding down to Harrison, but a little off on his pass. Gordon, Common, using the back of his chair to get the ball over to Bolding. Sørensen off of Bolding. Now Common with a chance. Looking to kick the ball back out to Bolding. Bolding across to Harrison. Jensen. That ball just behind Marcus Harrison. It goes out for an England corner kick. Substitution. Denmark going to pull out Torbjørn Krarup. And coming on in his place, number 92, Simon Damtoft Christensen. Harrison, Common. That ball out of play. John Bolding looking to take this kick. Common, Bolding back to Common. Common across. Harrison with a shot, and it's wide of the post. 29th minute, no score, well, no goal here in the second half. The score is 2-0 in favor of England. Nice turn by Sørensen. Gordon now. Chris Gordon getting dragged by Sørensen. Nicely done. Sørensen. Oh my goodness! Mark Sørensen scores a goal! John Bolding thought the ball was going to roll in front of him. Pulled out just a little bit. Mark Sørensen with a goal for Denmark. Let's watch this again. You see, John Bolding thought the ball was going to roll off the back of his chair, and Sørensen, a little bit of contact back there, but Sørensen found the space. And the Danish supporters are coming alive. The score now 2-1 in favor of England. Still lots of time left. '30th minute, and England are holding on here. Common. Harrison has to stop that ball. Sørensen is there. Nice touch, Sørensen getting away from Marcus Harrison. Sørensen pushing through Bolding. John Bolding holding on for dear life here. Ball still in play, and now it's out. Goal kick coming up for England. John Bolding is just getting dragged down the floor by Bernard Sørensen. Two-on-one violation. Denmark. Indirect free kick coming up for England. And it looks like Sørensen has a loose chest strap and he's sliding out of his chair a little bit. So the head trainer for Denmark pulling him back into place. Gordon, Common. Harrison, Bolding. Sørensen, a little bit of contact back there. A little more contact now. Harrison back up to Bolding. Harrison now. Pass across to Common. Common holding onto the ball. Denmark resets on defense. Common holding onto the ball, trying to find a space, and now the pass comes across. Harrison with a shot. Corner kick coming up. Bolding with a shot saved. Folke Pedersen. The shot saved Jensen. Harrison to Bolding. Bolding across. Cut off by Sørensen. Chris Gordon has to come up and make a play on it. Harrison back up to Gordon. Gordon, Harrison, close to a 2-on-1 violation. That ball last touched by Sørensen. So kick-in coming up for England. 34th minute. And England, again, holding on to a very slim 2-1 lead. Harrison trying to go up to Common. Common's there. Harrison has space. Common takes a shot. Ed Common with a goal. Ed Common has scored all 3 goals for England. And you watch Ed Common here, finds the space in the Danish defense.
England third goal, scored by number 4, Ed Common.
Folke Pedersen working the ball around. And that ball rolling along the end line. And that is going to be a kick-in from the corner of the pitch. And it looks like Albin Vonsen is about to make his match debut.
Substitution, Denmark. Out number 10, Kasper Bölker. Petersen and in number 17, Albin Monsen.
And Kasper Bölker Petersen coming out of the match. And it looks like Albin Monsen is going to take the captain's armband. Volnsen, Sørensen off of Bolding. Volnsen off of Gordon. Volnsen winds up for another kick. Good pressure by Denmark here, but on the other side of that, good defense by England, preventing Denmark from scoring. And again, that ball off of the English defense. Another kick in coming up for Denmark. 37th minute. Denmark trying to close that gap down again. They're down by 2. Volnsen off of Gordon. And Sørensen hits that ball out of play. Kick in coming up for England. No one there to collect that ball from John Bolding, but Marcus Harrison's going to get there. Volnsen takes it away, though. Nicely done. That ball out in favor of Denmark. And it looks like Daniel Igberg is about to come into the match for Denmark. Sørensen working, trying to get around Chris Gordon. And that ball deflected by Gordon, and some miscommunication gives the kick in to Denmark.
Denmark out number 1, Michael Jensen, and in number 95, Daniel Lieber.
So Michael Jensen comes out. Igberg comes in for Denmark. 39th minute. Albin Volnsen going to take the kick. Sørensen cut off by Gordon. Now Christensen taking on Marcus Harrison. 2-on-1 violation on England. 39th minute. Bolding down to Common. Common across to no one. Harrison's there, however, to get the ball back. John Bolding over to Common. Bolding, cut off by Vonsen, nicely done. 40th minute. John Bolding down to Harrison. Bolding, Harrison, Harrison. Back across to Bolding again. Harrison back up to Bolding. Vonsen tries to disrupt this passing game between those two. Common across to Harrison. Harrison with a shot. Saved by Egberg. Added time here in this second semifinal match. England with a corner kick, Common across, and now a counter-attack opportunity for Denmark. Chris Gordon is there. Damtoft Christensen for Denmark. Ball dragged out of play. And the referee blows the final whistle. 3 goals from Ed Common make the difference. England win this one 3-1, and they will meet France in the championship match. And in the third place match, we will see Denmark versus Ireland. Coming up next, the final round robin game between Austria, Finland, and Northern Ireland. Now, to advance to the World Cup, Northern Ireland simply have to not lose the match. And Finland have an opportunity, but only if they win. We're going to find out what happens in just a little bit. This game coming up at 2:15 local time, so in about 20 minutes. Finland, Northern Ireland to decide 5th place and who will move on to the 2021 FIFA World Cup. But until then, you're watching the EPFA Nations Cup live from Pajulahti Training Center in Finland. We'll be back in a few minutes.
Please come and vote.